Listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
What up, yo?
What's
Scrogging
going
with
on?
the Scroger, man. We here live. Listen Vision Studios. ListenVisionLive.com. My man
Hey!
DOD. We got Steven to my left. Capital County News.
You dig?
Hey, I'm gonna start off with Capital County News right now, man, because Capital County News put together a video today.
Oh,
I think we should talk about that video first because
well,
that
all
was
right.
like a first for you, right?
Well, it was the first time I ever got like over 10,000 views on anything. I got like 25,000 and like reached like 90,000 people. But basically, what it was is a poll that I like put out there. I took the video I got from the DCMJ joint share on inauguration. And I asked simply, do you think marijuana should be legal in the United States? And I put it towards Trump like Facebook groups, and I put it to like anti-Trump Facebook groups, and overwhelmingly, people voted that they were in favor across both political sort of spectrums. So it gave me a lot of hope for the future of legalization because I think that people of all walks of life and all political bents, just want an end to the madness, and probably have been getting high in secret for years and years now.
Yeah. In secret?
In
Scrogging
secret.
with the Scrogging.
Yeah, man. So, hey, the first time,
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
you know what I'm saying, that my homie, he had called me up. He said, did you see the video? I said, hey, man, I did a little different technique, man. I reached like, I don't even know what the number was at that time, but you said it was like for a couple hours and it was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it was ridiculous.
So, yo, way to go to Capital County News to figure out a formula to get them views and get people talking about not only cannabis, but the District of Columbia and national legalization.
Yeah. But it's tonight's a big night for the discussion of legalization, as I understand it.
Yeah, it is a big night. Let me say, I talked to you guys, and I've talked to you guys on numerous occasions about legalization.
Yeah.
I've talked to you guys on numerous occasions on there's some people doing some work behind the scenes that don't want any credit. Right? And yesterday, there was a major announcement on the national cannabis front. The nation was introduced to the Congressional Cannabis Caucus, and with that cannabis caucus, there are some great minds and a bipartisan group of congressmen, women, that have decided to support the plant, support legalization, support it in a responsible way. And so my friends and somebody that I've been blessed enough to be in the company of, I've been in the company of a couple of these members of this Congressional Cannabis Caucus. But one in particular has been putting work in. And I introduced that person around when I'm around and introducing this person. And we're not going to say, we're going to call this person, okay? And if you read the article, you may hear this person's name. However, I introduced this person as the most important person in cannabis legalization in the nation, and pretty much I say the city, and now I'll say on this planet. And it's my friend. And I appreciate our friendship. I appreciate the discussions that we have, and I appreciate her work and all of the work that those that have been putting forth this effort behind closed doors, talking and actually putting their money where their mouth is and putting their efforts into legalization as a whole. So yesterday, the announcement of the Congressional Cannabis Caucus was announced and introduced with a bipartisan introduction on the Hill, man. So that's like the news before the news for some of you that are watching. Some of you that know me, I've been hinting. But
since day one.
that's also why myself, that I did not support the doobie giveaways and the session sit-in at Sessions' office. Not that I don't support DCMJ or Adam, because I do wholeheartedly, but on that
I don't know.
front,
I feel like you're missing an important point to the DCMJ joint share. And like I would say normally I would agree with you, but what I did see there was the one place during the inauguration where people, didn't matter what they believed, whether they're a Trump person or not a Trump person, was able to come together and be peaceful with each other. And I think just because that was a thing, it was ultimately a worthwhile thing, a demonstration of the healing power of the plant.
I got you.
Yeah.
And I understand that. Yeah.
I respect.
Yeah, and there were a lot of people in the community that came down
I just wasn't-
and supported, and that came down and definitely represented. I mean,
I
and
just chose
salute
not
to
be
them.
one. I just chose
And-
not to be one.
Yeah, for me myself, I couldn't involve myself with that.
So-
But I can say that in all that was said and that was done, that on both fronts, what is really important is that the legalization itself as a whole is being put forth, and through different efforts and different minds and different tactics, the nation is waking up. So I would say on that note there, that regardless of how it was gone about,
Right.
just know that yesterday the announcement was made that the work is being put forward into legalization, and here is their agenda. Okay, the Congressional Cannabis Caucus agenda is veterans access, states' rights, and banking and insurance.
Right.
Those are the
Important.
and their agenda and the topics and tackles of legislation that they will be going after.
And it should
But-
be important
But
because
know this, veteran is not a second-class citizen because he lives in Virginia and one might live in Maryland, or one might live in D.C. Maryland will go legit here in a bit. So you're not a second-class veteran, so if you need access to your medicines, you shouldn't be denied your medicines because your state is not a legal medical state.
Exactly.
So you,
That's very powerful. They went after that route. I mean, I remember one of the first things I went out and with you was the protest outside the VA for veterans to get safe access to cannabis. And I remember something that all the veterans told me was that they were tired of being put on all these pills, and they were tired of taking opiates and antipsychotics and stuff that they couldn't get out of their house, and be regular people.
They also were sick. They also were sick and tired of, hiding the fact that they were cannabis patients, because at the end of the day, that's what the plan is. It's medicine. And we should have access, to medicine at the end of the day, especially, those that suffer from PTSD. Not only, that they give them, opiates, they try to give them other psychosis medicines like Seroquel, Lexapro. I was on Seroquel, and it made me gain weight. So at the end of the day, they should have that option and they should not be penalized, and that's what happens.
another thing is what was happening in the VA was this. If you came to your therapy session, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you sit down to the doctor to come speak about what's going on in your head, because you got post-traumatic stress. If you told the doctor that you smoke, they cancel the appointment.
Yeah.
But yet you can come in there high as a kite, doped out off all the opiates, and you're okay.
And you're okay.
I mean, I can't even function and hear you, let alone understand what therapy we're supposed to be going through. But you'll see me now. So,
I mean, I think now
That's
is
ridiculous.
it's a perfect
is.
time for legalization. I mean, something that's been a real big topic. I mean, Trump has spoken about it, everybody's spoken about it, is the fact that, there are millions of Americans hooked on dope right now. And the entire blame and cause for this isn't you know, some drug lords somewhere. I mean, they took advantage of it, but it was the pharmaceutical companies in our own country
Exactly.
pushing
Exactly.
the
Yo, man,
opiates
this
to
is
them.
not a get well society, yo. It's not. They're
To
not.
get
It's
hooked.
not. Yeah, it's not designed. Yo, here's a pill for this. Here's a pill for that. Oh, by the way,
You got
hey,
side
check
effects.
this out. Yo, check this out. The commercial, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna tell you. It's gonna help you. Half the commercial is gonna tell you about the side effects, right?
Yeah.
But by the way, at the end, this is gonna help you. Come on, man. Get
Scrogging
real.
with the Scrogging.
Scrogging with the Scrogger, man. Listen to this studio. You know what
I,
I'm saying? Yeah. But you not. But you know, do you suffer from depression?
This gonna cause you to die.
Yeah.
Do you have a little anxiety?
Oh,
But by the way, this causes you mood swings, mood depression.
You gonna gain weight.
If you're having suicidal thoughts, please contact your contact a nurse physician.
You gonna have diabetes.
Real quick though, they be talking about real quick though, don't they? They be talking like real quick. You know, so by the way, you'll die. You know what I'm saying? You'll die if you take this.
You
know
gonna
why that
definitely
is?
die.
Check this out. This is why. Pharmaceutical companies, and this is how it works, yo. I'm gonna tell y'all facts. You know, I keep them facts for y'all. Here's some more facts for you. This is how it works, yo. When they do trials for drugs and that, they take 100 people, right? Let's just say 100 people study, right? Check this. If it helps 20, they'll approve it, no matter about the 80. That's why they give you half of a damn minute of damn side effects, because that's the 80. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because, it helps this, though. And that's how it works. It's like they have a term for it, and I'll use it as like a casualties of war, term, but it's not a casualty of war. There's actually a medical term for it. I can't think of it right now. But it's basically
failed experiment?
Yeah, no, it's basically gains and losses. Like it helps this people, so it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So it helps your headache. You know what I'm saying? But you have a heart attack.
Yeah.
I always love the commercials for the drugs that are to treat the side effects of other drugs. Like I saw this one the other day. It was some guy talking about the fact that he couldn't shit because he took opiates all the time for his chronic pain. I was saying, dude, you don't need that. You need to put down the pills and start smoking some weed.
Smoke some weed, man. Shit.
Yeah, smoke some cannabis, man. Speaking of smoking cannabis, man, we smoking good up here.
Yeah, what is that?
Some Tangy. And man, we rolled up like different shit, so it's like a mixture of fire.
You mind if I?
Yeah, fire it up. So fire that one up.
Scrogging with the Scrogging, man. Yeah,
I didn't even like that one, so fire that one up. Hey, we gotta do like a weekly recap, right?
Yeah.
I know we got into legalization because, man, that's
serious.
my
It's
thing right there.
serious.
And I'm so boosted and happy, yo, for my people and for my friend and for the work that's being done and for all those that were about it, I love that. I love that, the possibility of legalization for the plant. And that means, for me, that a lot of people come home.
Yeah.
That means that a lot of people, for me, if they're going to do it correctly, that expungements are in order.
Yeah.
That means that you can partake in this industry also, because we're at the ground stages. So if you ever got locked up for some cannabis and it was only cannabis related, then, your record should be expunged, because now it's legal, right?
Right.
I'm not talking about those that are locked up for cannabis right now and you get to come home and you talking about you want reparations. I want some restitution for me being locked. No, it was illegal when you got locked up.
Right.
However, the fact that you got locked up for the plant and now that it's legal, you're allowed to come home, that charge should be expunged off your record, right?
Right.
You shouldn't be penalized for getting free, right?
Right.
I'm free now, So that's, for me, that's big. Another thing is this. Check this. When you're talking about legalization, you're talking about legalizing the plant. Right to grow. Right to grow should be written in every medical state's law. The right for individual to grow their own medicine.
Tell them why, big bro.
And that's, for me, that's like very important, that you be allowed to be able to grow your own medicine, because a lot of places would tell you that you can't. And I'm going to tell you that you can. I think that it's very important, and it's also for those that do suffer from post-traumatic stress or other ailments, man. Growing things and having something to take care of every day, right?
The routine.
Hey, that's why you give a sick person in the hospital a plant. or somebody at a funeral a plant, so they have something to look forward to, because a plant represents life. So, you know, it's very important that as we go forward with legalization, that states actually adopt more right to grow laws than big business. We're going to control the money, because check it. That third item on that list, the banking and insurance, y'all better get hip and get hip real quick, yo. Check this out. Once the banks falls, if you ain't established, your counter dreams are pretty much a done deal. And I'm gonna tell you why. Trust fund baby has a can of idea, and he got big money behind him now, and his folks can legitimately put it behind him because the banks have fall. You're worried about it. I keep telling y'all, knowledge is free if you listen. Now is the time to educate the masses, to produce, not consume, blue and yellow. Hashtag no bushwhackers. I've been serious since day one about it, and hopefully you waking up, but I'm telling you, the time window is very short for you to get established. And if you're not established in that time window, once these banks falls, yo, that money that comes in there, that 1%, that's why the right to grow is very important to me. Because that means that even if big business tries to take over, which they will, the individual person and the connoisseur and the specialty grower and those that have this skill can keep thriving and can continue to grow their own medicine and not be like, you know, you've got roll-up tobacco and then you got big tobacco, right? There's a difference, and people want choices.
I think like a good parallel to that would be beer. You know, for the longest time, you could only get like just a couple because it was monopolized. But then when Jimmy Carter allowed home brewers to happen, it created a whole revolution. It's not like the big beer companies lost money, but instead a whole new industry was created that, you know, people pay taxes into, and you know, profits are generated. I mean, I think that's the strongest argument that one could have for the right to grow is, you know, those small businesses are the lifeblood of America.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So, weekly recap, man. So,
what we do this week?
Man, I got to yesterday before I got to the other day, just because I was excited, and we was talking about legalization.
No.
We was actually talking about your poll and your video, so that's what led to that. But Wednesday of this week, hosted an event with Kia Jackson of Woman, Ladies Grow Out, and we had Caroline Phillips, founder and producer of the National Cannabis Festival.
Shout out to Caroline.
Yo, shout out to Caroline. We had TT from Spacey Cloud.
Hey.
You see my new Spacey Cloud hat? Yo, you see this new jump? You see this new
mine?
jump?
Yeah.
You see this new jump?
That's already wet though too.
Oh, man. I know, man.
That
Ain't
shit
it
wet
sick?
as shit.
Yeah. She said pick one. She brought hats for everybody.
Everybody.
Oh,
That's what she do.
She brought hats for everybody. She said Scroger. She said thank you for what you do, community. Pick one. So I was picking through them. I seen this one first, but I was picking. I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and take that one there. So salute to you, Kyla. Molly was in the building. The lovely ladies of Ladies Grow Out. Gigi was in the building.
Hey.
The National Cannabis Festival team was in the building.
Hey.
My homegirl T, the best masseuse in the city, was in the building giving up massages.
Yeah.
Cherry was in the building for Serene Cream. I think we have some pictures of that event. National Cannabis Festival founder. She graced us with, man, her story on how the festival came about, her takeaways from over the year and a half, her advice, the struggles that came with, and the advice to everybody out there that wants to be a part of the National Cannabis Festival. Oh yeah. Check it out. They growing. There's T. There's the hat. You see, me and Molly the only ones with the hat, yo.
Hey.
Oh, that's Risa Renee.
Yeah. Shout out to Shout out to Lisa.
It's Risa.
Risa.
Risa Renee, local artist. Oh man. Speaking of, man, let me speak on Risa real quick. Check it. Oh, there's Caroline right there. We formed a circle, intimate circle around Caroline. Let her speak. It was brilliant. Check this out. Anybody that's watching, if you want to call in, 202 738 9502. She gave us her story. And, oh, that was last night. That was Kevin.
Shout out to Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Kevin. He's in the building.
Hey.
Did you enjoy that last night? Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know what, Kevin? Yes, sir. I thought about you today. You know what, man? I was so busy running around, man. I ain't even smoke with you last night. And I felt bad. I did. Damn, I didn't bring Kevin back. I didn't even bring him back. So, that was the National Cannabis Festival. We were blessed enough to see and hear what it takes to put on such a festival. And we were blessed to hear how much she appreciates the community and the community support with the festival. So let me break down the festival for y'all. If for those that are watching, last week I broke down the festival, but I'll break it down for you today. April 22nd, National Cannabis Festival. It is at RFK Stadium. We will be getting it in, showing the city's 50 vendors, 5 categories, and sponsors. Myself working on something. Hemp Butter will have a nice display, working on something lovely for the city. But what I want to talk about is any business owner that wants to be a part of the National Cannabis Festival. If you're a business owner, you're going to have to be a legit business. You're going to have to register your business. You're going to have a tax ID number in order to be even considered to be a vendor at the National Cannabis Festival. Also, the vendors that are part of the National Cannabis Festival, you're going to have to fill out this form, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, the name of the form, it slips my mind, but let me just tell you what the form is. You're going to have to give your revenue. You feel me? You're gonna have to tell how much you made vending at the National Cannabis Festival. And the reason being is it's important for the cannabis community to establish themselves as legitimate. And the only way you can show the city that you're legitimate is showing the city that you're generating tax revenue for them.
Yep.
So if we want to show the city that we're able to put on legitimate festivals and we want bigger festivals to come, and for the city not to be scared about it, we putting on this here, National Cannabis Festival, thanks to Caroline Phillips and the organizers and the community and the sponsors and star-studded lineup, local talent, national acts, and a day to come and chill, a day to come and vibe with the city, vibe with like-minded people, leave the drama at home.
Please, because last year it was fun.
No drama.
Last year was fun. I had a good time
and
last year.
A day to enjoy the plant, educate, and yay. That's what it's about. I just want to tell everybody that wants to be a part of it and would like to be a part, please. Register your business, become a legitimate business, and see if the category that your business is in the slots haven't been taken at the National Cannabis Festival. 50 vendors, 10 categories.
Not 5.
5 vendors per category.
Okay.
So there we have it, man. The National Cannabis Festival. Yo. Y'all ready?
Yeah,
I'm so excited. The
I'm
last one
just-
was so wild.
Yeah, I had fun last year, man. That was a very good time last year, man.
Huh? No comment. You can read about it in the Washington Post.
Right. No, really.
You know, really. No, really.
No, that's not the commercial, man.
Yeah.
That's actually
Real life shit.
Yeah.
real shit. Washington Post.
Dude, my mom was so pissed off when she read that. She called me up and was like,
You sent
Steven!
it to her, didn't you?
Well, no, she saw it before I sent it to her. She's like, Steven, you're going to go to jail. You were selling weed, and the Washington
Hey,
Post took
Nicole.
a picture of you doing it. Yeah. And they didn't. They didn't get the most flattering quote either, though. I can't remember what it was, but
do
it was a
remember. That's
stony ass
yeah.
quote.
Hey, we was lit that day.
Hey,
man.
check it though, man. Definitely come out. Definitely enjoy. Yo, check it, man. It's a day to enjoy and to celebrate the plant, and a day to actually show the world and the surrounding communities about us, about DC, about the DMV, about what's going on here in our cannabis scene, in our cannabis culture. So that's what time it is. That's what we doing, and that's where I'll be on the 22nd of April. Yo, you
Especially
go,
with my favorite artist, man. Top, man. I'm a big, you know what I'm saying, Black Star
you know
fan,
what's gonna
man.
be there? Farside.
Hey!
What? She keeps on passing me by.
That's that classic shit. Steve don't know about
You
that.
know what?
classic.
You know what's classic, yo? Your mom's is so fat. How fat is she? Y'all remember that?
Oh wait,
joke?
wait! I
Yo,
totally
that's
wait.
Farside,
We've
yo.
lunched on
Farside.
something.
What's that?
There's a video from like the Women's Grow Out. You want to play it?
There is?
Yeah, it's one of I sent it over. Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry,
yeah.
y'all.
We
We do
totally
have a
lunched
video. I
on
thought
that.
I had pictures,
Yeah,
and
no.
Steven did grab video, so
Yeah.
Scrogging
here's
with the
video.
Scrogging.
And I'm gonna show the live audience the video. Here we go.
Yeah. It's
So-
kind of dark, but you know, I feel like it captures the energy.
We set out with a planning for the festival. How we did it is an interesting thing. I spent my entire life working for nonprofits, so I didn't exactly have some like treasure trove that I could dig into and be like, I'm going to put on a festival. So we started with the only thing that we have, and I say we. Eric is tucked in the corner over there. This is Sue Haley. They work full-time jobs, and at night they work on the festival, and on the weekends they work on the festival.
Here we go. So we had 30 seconds, 37 seconds,
of
little
Ladies
bit
Grow
less,
Out,
little
yeah.
snippet of Ladies Grow Out. Really, we were sitting there just like intensely listening to her story. I didn't grab my phone out. Usually I'm blasting and stuff. I didn't do any of that. I just
Sat there. and listened.
sat there and listened, and that's what we did. So let me flip this around, Corey. This show live. So here's DOD right there.
Scrogging with the Scrogging.
With the scroll.
Yo,
Yeah.
let me show y'all, man. Y'all know what? Yo,
What
check
you got?
this out,
What you got?
man.
What you got?
Yo, y'all thought that other oil, that other coconut oil was strong?
Don't tell me, big bruh. Don't tell me, big bruh. Damn, bruh. Damn.
Working with the clear.
Damn.
So
Damn.
this is it like cold and
And I ain't
and
from
solidified,
Maryland.
and this is it like fresh. You see, you feel me?
Damn.
That's what we doing, man.
Oh, man.
Honestly, this right now feels like an episode of like Home Shopping Network. Like DOD would definitely be the hype man on the Home Shopping Network
Home
for
shopping
weed.
network.
It's like you pull out a bag of weed and
check
like
it,
Corey's
though.
there's
There ain't
damn.
no shopping. This is super oil.
Yeah.
For real. Super oil.
Number 3.
Super oil.
Level 3. It's levels to this shit.
Check this out. The last batch is right. I was making
Damn.
with like 14 grams. While these batches, the first one was like 21.
Oh
Then I
man.
did like 17.6, and then I did like 17.2.
honestly,
it's
like, this stuff is
like, yo,
dangerous, man.
yo.
Like
No,
I
No,
have.
it's not, man.
No,
That's
no, no,
medicine,
no, no. I
man.
mean, it's no. I'm just saying it's good, but
Check
like
this out.
for
Let's
your
make this-
rookies,
let's make this
for your
chill.
rookies.
I have to make this. I have to make this legal disclaimer. Okay,
gotta
check this
make
out.
it,
I
bro.
gotta make this legal
Got
disclaimer.
to.
Check this out. We sit up here and we say, yo, it's medicine, right? And I make medicine. Check this out. Legal disclaimer. FDA ain't approved none of this shit.
All right.
Okay, so legally, you know, if I keep saying that it's medicine, right? And somebody like takes it and says, yo, Scroger said, then, you know, they could try to like come after me. So, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
don't-
having this legal disclaimer, and I'm actually gonna put the legal disclaimer on my posted on my show. But I'm telling you right now, this night juice.
It is, yeah. But I'm just
Night
saying,
juice.
if you're a rookie, if you haven't really
If you haven't
like
really-
You
consumed
haven't
while
really
weed,
been making
watch
edibles,
out.
or you haven't been introduced to oil in your oil, then
You're doing it wrong.
you might want to watch out. I'm not even going to say that you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, you know, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I
legal
like.
disclaimer. I did that, so I should cover myself on that note. Yeah, that's what this is. So, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's that full spec. Well, actually, I guess since it's made with concentrate, unless you made with like RSO or something, do you think you lose any of the full spectrum nature, and it's just like mainly THC and terps?
Man, yo, somebody said, yo, man, why?
I know. Well, no, this will bang you up. Like I've seen quite a few freakouts, including my father at Thanksgiving. And- and,
hey, check it, Steven.
Why'd you
I
do
had,
that to your dad, man?
Steven, check this out, man.
Why'd you do that to your dad?
Yo, man, I'm gonna keep it 100, man, because we laughed Steven out. Steven was live on the show,
Yeah,
man.
he
He was
was.
laughing, y'all. Hey, man, Steven, man. I had, like, the same shit happened to me, man.
What, somebody accidentally ate something that you had
Yeah,
infused?
they
Didn't
should
really-
not have eaten. You don't eat leftover plates left for the Scroger.
Oh yeah. No.
All right?
So
You
keep
might want to not eat that whole plate.
keep out of
know
reach
it's
of
good.
children in squares.
Yes, yes. Keep out of reach of children.
And squares.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And pets.
And
Oh man.
if you got a little dog,
Oh,
your
your
little
dog,
dog
gonna
might
be
be
done.
done.
Your dog gonna be done.
And you know what? He might be just sleeping, but you know it might be sleeping at that like really slow rate. So you might be calling up. You might be calling up the vet, but he's actually awake. He's just, you know, just comatose.
Relax.
But let's not talk about like
Yeah.
feeding animals and that.
No. Although, have you
medicine,
seen
because
those
that's not-
CBD
that's
dog
not cool.
treats?
You know what? I have, and I know who actually makes them.
That's Curtis, right?
Curtis, man.
Yeah, Curtis is
Shout
a
out
cool
to
dude.
Curtis, man. He makes CBD edible dog treats for your dogs. If your dog has ailments of arthritis, getting old, yo, give him them treats.
So
Yo, man.
when I was going through the files, I saw this really awesome video of Malik the drummer. Like,
Oh,
what
yo,
were you...
check this out. I gotta tell y'all, man. Yesterday, right? Well, not yesterday, but like for the last like week, I would say. Y'all know I fucks with One Love Massive.
All
Right?
day.
You know, those are my peoples. Molly is my homegirl. She is the queen, and she gives me a lot of wisdom. And hey, I give away the free tickets to the show, right? Gave away free tickets to Bringing in the Noise, right? Local artists, man. It was lit in there. I mean, it was lit in there, the artist performance. So, in the midst of going up there around 420 to do a post about some more free tickets, they were doing sound check. Go ahead, you can crush that. I've been bullshitting and babysitting this. My bad, y'all. but I was doing sound check. They were doing sound check. And so got to go in there with sound check. Got to go see the peoples. Got to talking. And then I had some other places to go to before I had to come back for the show. But I seen a little bit of the sound check. And salute to Howard and Howard's staff too, man. Salute, yo, they keep it 100 with me all the time.
Every time.
All the time. So we got video of Malik set ripping it. Now Malik went up there on his own with Dope.
Oh yeah.
You know, the group.
Yeah. He brought the group.
Yeah, so he went up there. They went up there. He went up there. He was solo on there, right? So I believe that's the video that we got now. And then I'm gonna tell y'all about how he got it in as the night progressed. So here's that video, man. Shout out to Malik, that drummer, man. Salute to you, man. Everything you do for the city and everything you do out there around. Go ahead. Killing it, man.
Yeah, no,
So,
always.
We had a lot of local artists, right? I had to run, had to go bounce, and then I was blessed with some more tickets. So I went over to Soundbird, National Cannabis Festival's mini concert, and seen a few members of the community, handed out some more tickets. Showed up, conversed, and then I got back to Howard. And then when we got back to Howard, check this out. My girl was going on, Risa Renee. Risa Renee is dope.
Yeah.
She is super dope, y'all. If you don't know her, follow her now. Check her music out. She is representing the city and representing the DMV area very well. And so I was blessed enough the day before to be in her company and listen to some exclusive. Oh, I got a caller. Hey, caller, what's going on with you? Scrogging with the Scroger, you're live.
Hey.
Hey, Scroger, what's up, man? It's John, man. I just wanted to check in with everybody, man, and say what's up.
Hey, John. Hey, John, you know what? I appreciate you calling, and you know what? I'm going to let you announce what we talked about earlier this week. Go ahead. You get it in.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, big up to everybody up in D.C., man. I'm checking in from South Carolina right now, man. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, and I'm watching the show, man.
South Cackalack, man.
So
What's good with you,
man?
What's good?
Hey, so look, I'm going to be doing the theme song for Scroger's show, man, when I get back home.
Yeah,
So everybody
man.
stay tuned and look out for it, man.
Yeah, man. That's what we talking about, man. Yo, John.
Hey, look. Hey, shout out to Malik, the drummer.
No
That's
doubt.
my man, y'all. I'm putting on for my man. I like the way he do his thing, man. Keep up the good work. Shout out C-Dubs,
No
Listen
doubt.
Vision Studios, everybody, man, that show us love. Hey, man, peace and blessings to everybody.
Yeah, man. Peace to you, man. You be blessed, man. Get home safe, man. When you get back, yo, we'll get up in that studio, man. Get that song done, yo. And
Hey, man, blessing, man. Hey, love y'all, man. Y'all be blessed.
I love you too,
Grow
John.
good, eat good. Scrogging with the Scroger, baby.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Deuces.
Hey, love y'all. One.
Love you too, man. Peace. Yeah, man, that's 100 right there, man. Calling from South Cackalack. John.
Hey.
Watching down there, spreading the district of cannabis down South Cackalack, man. Salute to y'all down there. Hopefully y'all, let me not say that. I hope y'all smoking good. I don't want to get nobody hemmed up down there. But we grow good, we smoke good, and we eat good here. Okay?
yeah.
So that's nationwide, but I don't want to promote you having them boys.
Down there.
Yeah, that's that South Carolina Bureau
That-
of
yeah.
Investigation coming to your
That's
home.
that country. Yeah.
It's gonna be like
I
the
know. I used to live in Sumter, South Carolina, champ.
Come back.
Y'all be safe, yo.
Although I don't know, when I was in college in North Carolina, we could get the cheapest weed you could even believe. And it wasn't even that bad quality in Spartanburg.
Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Yeah,
It
that's
was.
not too far from where
Oh
I
yeah,
was.
no, that was definitely easily some of the most like old dirty South moments of my life was in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
South Carolina, man. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Sumter,
Yeah.
South Carolina, yo. For real. Shout out to Columbia, South Carolina, too. So, yo, shout out. I went to a lot of spaces. I ain't going to shout out everybody. So, yo, whole South Carolina, y'all be safe, man. What I was talking about recently, I was blessed enough to be in her company and then listen to some exclusive tracks while I was in her company. And, hey, I just say, man, it's just a blessing. And I'm glad to have met her, and I'm glad to have been in her company, and we'll continue to be.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing, man. We connect, we build. Visto was in the building last night. Yeah. Also, oh man, just a slew of artists, man, and it was dope. But what I want to talk about is I talked about Malik and his set right there.
Right.
But what he came on after Risa Renee came on, and then Garvey came on, and then after Garvey, man, check it. R.E. came on.
Hey.
Boy. Wickedest band alive. What? And you know what? Guess who was up there?
Who was up there, big bro?
Malik, that drummer, was up there cranking it out with R.E., man. And they gave him his own little set on the joint. You know he was cranking it, jump out. Hey, man, he was killing it.
Oh, man.
You know
like
what he
always,
doing, man?
Yeah, he always
He's
do.
out there killing it, man. Salute to you, man. So, yo.
You gotta watch him on his live on Instagram too. He be like playing on the drums, you know what I'm saying, right on Instagram, man. That shit be dope.
Anywhere,
man.
too.
Anywhere.
So,
Oh, you want to bring anybody from the studio audience? Do some interviews of them.
oh, you know what? I do have somebody. I got Pat here. Pat is a distributor. Patrick, sorry. Patrick. I'm sorry, Pat. And he told me last week, he said, Scroger, man. My name's Patrick. I'll just say that. He likes Patrick. So, Patrick, come up, Pat, man.
Yeah.
Come on, Patrick. Come on
What
up.
is it? You're in the hemp business, man. The
Yeah, man. Bring
You
it
can
out.
have, you can have my
Yeah.
seat. You can have my seat. You can have my seat. You can have my seat.
yeah. Of course. Well, no, I mean, we're always all about promoting hemp products.
You never know, man.
Audra's in the building.
There you go.
Shout out to Scrogging with the Scroger, Green Wolf,
Green
Harborside
Wolf,
Dispensary,
man.
Mookie,
I'm champion.
the Bud Tenders Bible,
Shot.
him too.
So, man, tell him about that drink, man, because, yeah. Tell him.
I got a shout out to Burner 415. He's a famous rapper in the Bay Area. I was at a dispensary because I am a cannabis patient. I'm back and forth by Coastal. I see it in a dispensary. Next day, I'm in a 7-Eleven. I see it in a 7-Eleven. Then it's at Whole Foods. So it's in cross markets. And the reason why is that hemp is a superfood. It has omega 3, 6, and 9. You can only get omegas, essentially fatty acids, from hemp, flaxseed, salmon,
Yeah.
certain greens, and beans. Now, what Burner did, they had in their infinite wisdom, they infused it with B3, B5, B6, and B12. So that other competitor can't touch us. This is like a super beverage. You can go to our store locator at hemp20.com and follow me on hemp20DMV. My name is Patrick. I can get you cases or pallets. Pallet being 100 plus cases because I'm a master distributor. And I appreciate the shout out, Scroger. I wasn't expecting this.
Yo, man, come on, man. Yo, man, we support our own around here.
Support
For
your
real.
local business.
Support your own, man. And I support hemp.
Oh yeah.
That's what I support. I support hemp. Hemp
Get
is
hemp.
the future of this country, man. It's the sustainable future of this country. And check it out. They getting hip.
Get hemp butter.
Get hemp butter. Kyla
and
Molly. Hemp kettle tea.
Yep.
Minna.
So do they make that with hemp seeds or like?
Great question, man. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to touch on this. This is superior. There's no other product on this planet like this. They're the only company that's made in America. Obviously, the Bay Area, San Leandro. We put 100 milligrams of hemp seed oil in each bottle. Mm-hmm. The hemp seed oil is imported from Canada because I think only 5 states can grow it now in the U.S. All of our competitors only use 50 milligrams of hemp seed oil.
What are like the positive health effects of hemp seed oil?
It's heart healthy. If you eat a bag of potato chips and then drink this, the hemp seed oil is going to metabolize the bad fat in your blood. So it reduces cardiovascular disease in your veins. So it's heart healthy. Plus with the B3, B5, B6, and B12, it helps with your mental state of mind as well. All of those are essential for building cell blocks in your body.
Damn, what can't cannabis do?
Yeah, hemp, man. I'm telling you, man. Hemp right now, man. Get
hot.
hip, man. That's, you know what? You up here, we gonna get them hip with hemp real quick. And I've said this before. I'll say it again. But yo, man, the seed itself, man. The why cannabis is been outlawed is because of hemp. Okay, they know the medical uses of cannabis, but this hemp is the reason because one seed only, more omega-3s than fish oil, and you can eat it. Is it 28 grams of protein?
28%. You're exactly right. You could eat hemp seeds and survive.
Yep. Check it out.
For like a couple weeks.
So you can eat it, right? You can extract it and become biofuels. That means you can heat your home with it, and then you can. You know, we all know about hemp and its clothing, right? So it can clothe yourself. Yep. But hemp can be made into plastics, and you can build it. You can actually structure yourself a shelter. So that means that one plant, heal, clothe, feed, and let's talk about CBD topical, right? That means that the one plant is the cure-all, and it's renewable. So them plants and them trees, why it's been outlawed, is because of William Randolph Hearst. Yeah. Okay, that's the person. You want to blame somebody? Blame him. Okay, check this out. Paper. How long does paper mature? Okay, paper mature, let's say 15 years. A tree is up and they chop it down. Check this out. One cycle of hemp, renewable every year. How many years does it take to renew that tree once you chop it down? All right, that's why it's been outlawed. Yeah. Let's keep it 100. That's why you can't smoke this plant, and that's why hemp has been outlawed for so long because of its viable uses, and it's the strongest natural fiber in the world.
4 times stronger than cotton.
Every ship that sailed the sea up until the invention of the steam engine was outfitted with hemp and hemp rigging. That means Christopher, so-called Columbus, sailed over here. Yep. All of the slaves that were enslaved that came over here, them masks, them ropes that held them were hemp. Keep it 100, okay? That's what we're gonna do. I'm glad Pat came out. I'm glad that we talk about hemp. I'm glad that he's here representing legal hemp in the city and representing hemp for the country, and went out west to link to find it. That's the thing. Like, you network, you talk, you converse, you open your lips, and people actually will talk back if they're interested.
Now, I have a question. This is something I've always wondered. Is like, say, like, I had a place that had a big backyard in D.C. Would I be still on the plant count restrictions if I wanted to grow industrial hemp in my backyard?
Great question.
That is a great question right there. You know what? You know what? You know what, though? You know, no, check it out. Check it out. Check this out. You know, I've thought of that.
I know, right? Yeah. I know you thought about that. I mean, if anybody knew me, you.
Right now, it would be, like, considered, like, illegal, like,
Although,
right?
I
have hemp seeds. I mean, I got legit hemp seeds that they were gifted to me, and it's not like easy to come by like real viable like hemp seeds that are like Scroger, but I ain't popped those seeds, man.
I don't think you could find a jury in D.C. that would convict
One of the
a person
things
for
about
that.
hemp, it is as strong as the fiber. I mean, it's difficult to grow. It's not like growing cannabis. Like, it's really not. It's not like, oh, because I grew some flowers, I can grow hemp. It's the same. It's like different, right? But what it is like, it is a hardy plant. Yeah. And it was planted all over this country, everywhere, and it was viable. Why crops grow today in West Virginia, Western Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, all that fertile land, was because hemp was there being grown. You know? Yeah. So think about what it's for as we ingest it, and think about what it's for when it just dies and decomposes on the ground. Okay? So
they once
hemp, y'all. Get hip, y'all. For real. Get hip with hemp now. Yo, North Carolina, your folks in North Carolina, right now, don't sell nothing, okay? You can grow hemp legitimately in North Carolina. Don't sell your land. Don't have nobody come in there and swindle you out of your property, talking about they're going to buy you 100 acres for some peanuts and you think you're going to be rich. Hey, check it. They buying up big buku lots, hundreds of thousands of acres, man. We talking like large corporations buying up hundreds of thousands of acres, and they buying it to grow hemp.
Now, like, the question I have though is, like, say I was a small farmer, like, and I wanted to grow hemp, like, how difficult is it to process hemp into usable material?
I can answer that.
Yeah.
Since the 1950s, the government made it cost prohibitive. You had to have razor wire, 14-foot fences. The plant grows tall and spindly. It doesn't even grow bud. But they wanted to legalize it because of the paper industry, the cotton industry, as Scroggers.
Well, how would I turn it into a thing?
No. That was actually the question, because there is a man right now, man. His name is Mark Lewis. Yo, look him up. His name is Mark Lewis. Look him up. Mark Lewis. Okay? Mark Lewis, he is a pioneer in hemp. He is basically, what he does is he brings, rather than a big business, it's small farmers bring collectives together. So rather than you sell your farm, how about you just change the crop that you farming? And here's the help to do it. But processing it, it's not easy, man. It's not easy, and it's not cheap to do. But what I'm talking about here is like, national program, check it. They give a lot of subsidies to a lot of bullshit out here, okay? And we need a damn national, for real, hemp jobs bill, for real. National hemp jobs bill. That's what we need,
Maybe
we need a national hemp jobs bill for the nation, for the veterans, for everybody.
All right.
That's what you need.
The way we get this done is we hit up Trump and we're like, you should build the wall out of hemp bricks.
Right.
And then boom. Just tons of hemp fields everywhere.
Check this out, man.
He might be
no jokes. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. And I'm dead serious with a jobs bill for hemp. For real.
It's a great idea.
Not joking. Like I said before, I was dead serious about legalization. Like, I'm dead serious. Announcement was yesterday. Like, dead serious.
Will the Congressional Cannabis Caucus also be taking on the issue of hemp?
You have to ask them that.
All right.
You're gonna have to ask them that. Will they be taking up hemp? Ask your senator and your representative. For those that are in D.C., go ask Eleanor. But for those that are not, go ask that are watching me nationwide and throughout this country. Go hit up your representative right now. Ask him what the Congressional Cannabis Caucus is. Ask him. I mean, like right now, call him up. For real. Call your representative up. The only way you're going to change laws is getting it in minds and change mindsets. And if enough of us do it, and enough of us are like-minded and not on our singular goals of individual, but as not the piece, the whole, then we can get it done. And I think it's collectively we can. And in Atlanta right now, we're showing them that we can. So shout out to Atlanta. I'm not a criminal.
Wait, did you also see Houston's about to decriminalize as well?
I'm telling you, it's going nationwide, man. I'm telling you right now, stop thinking about this stop thinking about it. Yo, get out your mind that the plant is illegal. Check this out. For me, for a long time, I've never looked at it that way. I mean, I didn't grow up that way. I didn't grow up as a plant to be taboo. Right. So, I mean, literally, I did not grow up in my life and in my family as the plant being a taboo subject. Okay? So, you need to change your mindset that this plant is illegal in your mindset now. Because I'm telling you, right now, you better get to thinking about what you're going to do and formulate your plan. And you better get going on with your plan right now. I'm telling you, I've been saying, yo, I keep telling you and repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. I'm not going to keep repeating myself, yo. You better get hip. I'm telling you, you better get hip, and you better get hip quick. I keep saying that. That's another hashtag. Get hip quick. Like, you didn't know about the party? Hey, get hip quick. Maybe you'll know next time. Oh, I didn't know about the party. Didn't you know last week? Didn't I tell you to get hip quick? Well, you should have found out in the week. You know, stop being spoon-fed, everybody. You want to be spoon-fed every information all the way down the pie, or everything, as if you haven't even thought of it yourself. Go look it up. Then ask the questions when you've done research and you can't figure it out. Bottom line, man. That's it, man. The show is over.
All right, well.
I mean, for real. Scrogging with the Scroger.
Scrogging with the Scroger.
Scroger.
Hey, yo.
Shout out, man.
DOD.
DOD in the background.
DMV. Beast Coast.
Yo, man, we getting it in out here, man. We getting it in. Check it out, man. There is no Fridays tonight. There is no Fridays after hours. I have to make that announcement. Okay? So, there it goes, man. We out of here.
See you guys.
Welcome to DC. I'm from the city, the district. I own up to it, but right now I got a real big bone to pick. When this industry gon' let us get some ownership, we gotta take it, huh? Well, we own it then. This ain't a hit and run, no, we're not an accident. More like a hit and hold, sorta like we tackling. And we crank so hard cause we be practicing. And this is just the beginning, Slim. We just scrimmages, so lace up your Nike boots and pass with the Timberlands. When them brothers off the boat like they Gilligan. What a condition that we living in. Got us fighting over land and ain't ours like cowboys and Indians. So foot